Nope.
When it was almost time for the Jewish Passover, many went up from the country to Jerusalem for their ceremonial cleansing before the Passover. They kept looking for Jesus, and as they stood in the temple courts, they asked one another, "What do you think? Isn't he coming to the festival at all?" But the chief priests and the Pharisees had given orders that anyone who found out where Jesus was should report it so that they might arrest him. 6 days before the Passover, Jesus came to Bethany where Lazarus lived, whom Jesus had raised from the dead. Here a dinner was given in Jesus' honor. Martha served while Lazarus was among those reclining at the table with him. Then Mary took about a pint of pure nard, an expensive perfume. She poured it on Jesus' feet and wiped his feet with her hair. And the house was filled with the fragrance of the perfume. But one of his disciples, Judas Iscariot, who was later to betray him, objected. Why wasn't this perfume sold and the money given to the poor? It was worth a year's wages. He did not say this because many people, because they had heard that he had performed this sign, went out to meet him. So the Pharisees said to one another, "See, this is getting us nowhere. The world has gone after him." Now there were some Greeks among those who went up to worship at the festival. They came to Philip, who was from Bethsaida in Galilee, with a request. "Sir," they said, "we would like to see Jesus." Philip went to tell Andrew. Andrew and Philip in turn told Jesus. Jesus replied, "The hour has come for the Son of Man to be glorified. Very truly I tell you, unless a kernel of wheat falls to the ground and dies, it remains only a single seed. But if it dies, it produces many seeds. Anyone who loves their life will lose it, while anyone who hates their life in this world will keep it for eternal life. Whoever serves me must follow me, and where I am, my servant also will be. My Father will honor the one who serves me. Now my soul is troubled. And what shall I say? Father, save me from this hour? No. It was for this very reason I came to this hour. Father, glorify your name." Then a voice came from heaven. "I have glorified it, and will glorify it again." The crowd that was there and heard it said, "It had thundered." Others said, "An angel had spoken to him." Jesus said, "This voice was for your benefit, not mine. Now is the time for judgment on this world. Now the prince of this world will be driven out. And I, when I am lifted up from the earth, will draw all people to myself." He said this to show the kind of death he was going to die. The crowd spoke up. "We have heard from the Lord that the Messiah is going to have the light just a little while longer. Walk while you have the light, before darkness overtakes you. Whoever walks in the dark does not know where they are going. Believe in the light while you have the
So it's just what it is. You know, we don't have big pictures on the walls. We have one painter for the whole entire complex, and he does the most amazing job. And they try every month. They pay for all the TV. You know, that's all was volunteered out. It's an active group. If he ends up on Great Cottage, I told you we're having issues as we just brought it back in operation, and we are not fully staffed there. Great Cottage is not running like that well-oiled. There's not going to be abuse, and there are some instances where we've had some residents not getting their clothes back. They're wearing somebody else's clothes. But we are giving the state help, and we are demanding all this to be fixed. You know, well, I know about the preamp because I'm not little anymore in my older age. I envision when I was talking with the doctor, and he wasn't telling me, I just envisioned, I said, I'm seeing a young man at about 6'4" and about 280 pounds that is a healthy looking person, because I'm making that off of some of our other residents. And he said, yeah, how you like it, folks, you know? 6'2", 320. Well, I'm 6 foot, and I was 299. I never let myself get over 300. I lost 30 and then 10 came back. So, yeah. Well, right now I'm on a weight. I'm not allowed to lift. So I'm afraid why I can't work out and lift anymore. So, and I do have a 1:30 meeting coming up. But you call me anytime, but otherwise plan on late afternoon tomorrow. I'm hosting a parade party at 6:30 tomorrow night, so I should be off the home by then. But between 30, you can reach me, and we'll see what we can keep moving, and hopefully you and Rita will talk by then. Yes. And, you know, if you want to sign a piece of paper and date it, stating, I have talked with Representative Charlie Meyer, and that Meyer is M-E-I-E-R. And he has permission to help work with my son to get him a permit. My son Cameron. And then, yeah, and then send that picture along with that. Just sign it and date it saying I have permission to work with this information to get your son a we may do something more official somewhere else in the future, but that's the start. Thank you. And take a deep breath. I know that you have a lot of people that want to help you, and we're going to do what we can.